Mitchell Green, like him, is off the streets of New York, not Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Welcome back to the Fighter Square. On today's video, we cover the infamous two-fight legendary feud between Mike Tyson and Mitch Blood Green, a real beef that even 10 rounds of boxing could not settle, as the two would face off once again in the street. Mike Tyson wasn't just a boxer, he was a force of nature. Explosive, terrifying, unstoppable. By 1986, he was already known as the baddest man on the planet. But not everyone was intimidated. One man stepped up, loud, proud, and totally fearless. Mitch Blood Green, a street-tough heavyweight from New York with gang ties and a massive ego. This is the insane story of how their beef started in the ring and ended in one of the most infamous street fights in boxing history. Let's take it back. May 20th, 1986. Tyson, just 19 years old, was rising fast, blazing through opponents with brutal knockouts. Mitch Green was ranked just above him. He was 6 feet 5 inches, wild in the ring, and even wilder with his mouth. He thought Tyson was getting all the hype, all the money, and none of the respect for guys like him, guys from the streets. Green made it personal. He mocked Tyson's team. He mocked Tyson's background. He even accused Don King of playing favorites. When the bell rang at Madison Square Garden, Green tried to bully Tyson early. But that didn't last long. Tyson unleashed a storm of hooks and uppercuts. 10 rounds, non-stop pressure. He didn't knock Green out, but he punished him. Tyson won by unanimous decision. But Green? He walked out of that ring still talking trash, still throwing shade in interviews. He told the media Tyson was overrated and that he'd beat him in a street fight any day. 2 years later, he got his chance. August 23rd, 1988, 2 a.m. in Harlem. Mike Tyson pulls up to Dapper Dan's Boutique, a famous fashion spot for rappers, hustlers, and fighters. He wanted a custom leather jacket, something flashy. But before he could finish the fitting, Mitch Green walked in, uninvited, unhinged, and angry. Green had been trying to get a rematch. He felt he deserved it. He wanted money, respect, payback. Words were exchanged. It escalated. Fast. Outside the store, under the streetlights of Harlem, Tyson had enough. He launched one punch, a massive right hand. Boom! Green dropped. His face split open. His eye socket shattered. 5 stitches. Tyson broke his hand from the impact. A hairline fracture. He had to wear a cast and delay his upcoming fight against Frank Bruno. The next day, Mitch Green's battered face was all over the newspapers. It looked like he got hit by a truck. Tyson later said, quote, "I thought I killed him." The legal battle was just as crazy. Green sued Tyson for $25 million, claimed assault, emotional damage, loss of income. Years later, a judge ordered Tyson to pay $45,000 in damages, but that was pennies compared to what Green wanted. Still, the street fight? That became legend, not just because it happened, but because it proved that Tyson was dangerous in and out of the ring. He wasn't playing a character. He was that guy. Even years later, the beef didn't die. Green kept telling the story, kept pushing for attention. And Tyson, he just laughed it off. But deep down, you could tell. That moment, that night in Harlem, it stuck with him. It wasn't just a street fight, it was a message. Mess with Tyson, and you pay the price. So what do we learn from this? Some rivalries don't need a ring. Some fights aren't about titles or belts or pay-per-view numbers. Sometimes it's just two men with history, hatred, and nothing to lose. Tyson versus Mitch Blood Green. The match, the brawl, the legend. Only one walked away with the win, and the other, he walked away with 5 stitches and a lifetime of regret.